Greetings from the Freedom Industrial Complex. I'm your formerly incarcerated host of the Notion of the Pen podcast, Bobby C. And today we are here with part 8 of the 10 things you should know before coming to prison in a bit of a different format. Because this is going to be on YouTube, the full length one is on Patreon, Notion of the Pen. We have to try to make it under 3 minutes. Otherwise, no one will see it. They won't promote it or anything. So today, for part 8 of the 10 things you should know before coming to prison, is technology. You guys know it's important out here. It's important in there as well. It's just a lot limited. It's way behind. What we started out with were transistor radios you could listen to. That was before I came in. They were still there when they were there even when I left. And then it moved on to tape decks, which the tapes were $40, $50 because they were old, and they required batteries. And you guys know that if you use Walkmans with the batteries, they run out very fast. Um, After that, they came. This is the rudimentary MP3 player they came out with after that, right? Um, this is the highest version, right? The one before was about half the size. This is probably a $20 max MP3 player. They sold it to me for $135 on the inside. The music was important enough to me where I had to get it, get you through rough times. It inspires you when you meditate, right? And all that stuff. And I loaded it up, and within a year later, they replaced it with the next big thing technologically, which is this, the JP6. And it's a tablet like any other tablet. This is the second iteration. The first one was half the size, very small. This is a video game you can have on it. You can have music on it. You can have photos. You can have inspirational videos they started putting on there later, and you can communicate with people, right? I had to stop with the video games because they're eating up too much time. I deleted it and recorded my first, wrote my first novel after that, right? Some ingenious person along the way discovered that you could put porn onto this. And porn is a big thing in the real world as well as in prison, right? I want to take you through the progress of porn on the inside. First, it was Playboys, and then you could get hardcore magazines if you got them smuggled in. The problem was they were very expensive. Only very few people had them. So what they did was they made an investment and found someone who worked in the law library and it had access to a Xerox machine. And what they would do is they would make copies of it and then sell them, right? And sometimes you get very terrible version. The same ones were floating around, and the more you copied a copy of a copy, you guys know it gets bled out and messed up and Xerox looking. So I had a very good one invested in before they figured it out on here. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I don't want to be creepy, but this is a very high gloss, you know. And you see how it's protected with the layers and everything. Anyways, yeah, so they found out how to do it on here. And not only that, though, I used it less for porn and more for videos, for shows that I liked, Euphoria. I got to watch Dave Chappelle stand up and a bunch of movies and stuff that I wouldn't otherwise have access to. So, in part 8 of the 10 things you should know before coming to prison, technology. It's expensive. Invest in it. What's important to you. This one is very much well worth it. And you can document your life. You can save stuff. You can communicate with people. You can listen to stuff and all that. So, before we get out of here, we're over 3 minutes. On behalf of myself, Mama C, we love you. We are gone. Go visit us on Patreon. Watch the full.